Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Welcome to Crypto Daily Live. Whew, this is the first time that we're actually doing this. I tried doing lives a long time ago and decided, you know what, we should get back into doing morning lives. Anyway, this show will still be run like the pre-recorded show. It's just that it'll be live. That's about it, right? LIBRA endorsement hurts Pump.fun's daily volume. And it's because they actually got behind it. And obviously with everything that's going on, that was not a good move. That was not a good move. Whoever thought that up, yeah, that was bad juju. That was very bad juju right there. So they actually saw a 27% decline on Pump.fun. But here's something that I'm thinking about. I don't think that it was a decline just on Pump.fun. I think it was a decline on meme coins in general. You burn people that much and people start to realize, yeah, that's not such a good idea for me. I'm not gonna go for that. Oh, I feel much better now. So when you look at everything that went on with meme coins, just sniping, rug pulls, just everything, this last incident with Libra, right? Even pulling in, other creator names. Yeah, that's not good. And it's not over yet. That's the problem. Like, it's not something, okay, there was a rug pull today, tomorrow we're on to the next news. No, this is dragging out. This is dragging out and it's having repercussions. So yeah, I think meme coins, this could be not necessarily the nail in the coffin, but I think you're going to see a lot less going on there. For at least for a little while. Then we've got Coinbase pushing 6 crypto law reforms, right? Their chief policy officer, Faryar Shirzad, outlined 6 key reforms for U.S. crypto regulation, including clear asset definitions, CFTC oversight, transparent capital raising rules, stablecoin regulations, and protections for DeFi and digital commerce. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I like that. I don't know if you noticed, but there are a lot of companies talking about, oh, we do crypto payments. Most of those companies looking to figure out how they can become the middleman in crypto payments. There's a rumor that Google is looking into getting into crypto payments. And I'm sitting here and I'm just going, that's really nice. You can walk over with your phone and using Google Pay and boop, boop. But then, wait a minute, I can boop, boop with my own account straight from me to the store I'm at or online. I don't need a middleman. And when people start thinking about that, they're going to start going, whoa, wait a minute, whoa. The only time I would need a middleman is if I'm using a credit card, like if I'm buying on credit. But if I'm actually managing my money, I can buy directly. No middleman. No additional interest payments. No vendor waiting 30 to 60 to 90 days to actually get their money cleared. Yeah, just because that for the customer, the transaction is done at the register. Even for the customer, it's not really done at the register. It doesn't clear for another 30 to 60 days. Depending on what bank you're at, what country you're dealing with, all that stuff. It could be up to 90 days. So yeah, no, that's not cute. And oh, wait. If you're the vendor, what happens if the customer disputes the charge? You have a lot of people that do that, that try to get away with that. So yeah, when I look at crypto payments is a space where, yeah, we definitely need some regulation. Stablecoins, we definitely need some regulation. But I'm keeping an eye on stablecoin regulation too. Why is that? This is really simple. The reason why I'm keeping my eye on crypto regulation in the stablecoin space is because a stablecoin is pegged to a fiat. Whatever country controls that fiat is going to want to have sway over that stablecoin. My question is going to be, how much sway? How much power and authority will that country have over that particular stablecoin? And then there's going to be a debate rising that says, well, that could be a situation for stablecoins that are pegged to a particular fiat and are backed, they're going to say, oh, we want them backed by, a 1-to-1 in reserves or whatever, or we don't like algorithmic stablecoins. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, yeah, okay, we're going to see how that pans out. Because the truth is that you don't control stablecoins. There's at least one stablecoin out there that, no state controls. The whole point of crypto is decentralization. I'm just saying, there are some things that are going to go on that I really am paying attention to, that I really, really, really want to see. Yo, go Fatima, what's going on? Grand Rising. So yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm saying to myself, yeah, there's a lot right there. There actually is a lot going on right there. So those 6 key points, yeah, I think everybody has those same 6 key points. They really, really do. I think it's one of those things where, I'd like to do business in the United States. I'd like to know the parameters, in which I can have to operate to have a legal business, right? And I would really like it if I didn't receive a Wells notice and not know what I did wrong when I knocked on the door and asked for help. It's not asking a lot. If you're a business in the United States, it's not asking a lot. It really isn't. It really isn't. Listen, I want to do business here. I just want to know how. That's literally what the industry's been saying for years. For years. You're a turtle Bitcoin. What's going on? So then we have Coinbase pushing for that. Next up, you've got economist Paul Krugman. He hates Bitcoin, or so it seems at least. His account got hacked. And it was to push a cheesy coin, a fake coin, right? And I'm sitting back and I'm going, and I feel like I say this every day. And I'm going to say it each and every single time somebody's account gets hacked. Go Fatima, I'll be with you in a second. I'm going to say this every single time an account gets hacked. Here's what I'm going to say. What account got hacked? Oh, it was an X account. How many hacks have there been over the past month? And then what's the common denominator for all of those accounts? X. I continue to ask people, why are you on X? Because you have to be? I can understand that. What is your business continuity plan when your account gets hacked? Is there a special bat phone that I get to call? That I get to use to call, somebody over at X to say, hey, my account was hacked. I can prove it. I can prove I own the account. Here's my information. Please, let's get them off. I'm talking about accounts that are getting hacked even when they have 2-factor authentication on. The reason why I'm talking about this is because if you're on an account and it starts spreading FUD or fake news about some kind of coin, it could affect our bags. So when I tell you that you must practice the GMB3, do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately, that's what I'm talking about. Because if you do those 3 things in order, what you will have is a solid foundation and common sense that says, okay, that's what it says over there. Let me go see if I can find corroborating evidence. Let me go find a corroborating story. Let me go find a story from a different angle to verify what this story is saying. And if you can't do that, then you don't move. You don't buy it. You don't sell it. You don't move. Because Paul Krugman is a very well-known economist. So if that account says something, it's going to mean something. Now, I think the people that hacked his account were stupid because they're talking about, oh, you should get this coin. I would have used the account so that it looked more like something he would say. You should get out of X coin because, right? Because that would be in line with what he was saying. That would take things another step further, a step beyond. So that's also a hole in how they're doing things, right? They know how to hack an account very easily. Seems like at will, an X account can be hacked. Unfortunate. But there are clues, there are signs that that doesn't sound right. Paul Krugman backing a coin? Seriously? And people fell for it? What? Are you serious? Do you not know who that man is? Okay. You don't follow him really. Because that would be out of character, is what I'm saying. Anyway, what if the disputed purchase is legitimate when using crypto? People do it all the time with regular money. They'll go to the store, they'll buy something, and then dispute it, say it's broken. You know, remember back in the day, just before Super Bowl, a couple of days before, people would walk in the door, buy a television, go watch the game, bring it back. That's what vendors have to deal with when it comes to credit card purchases. I even have a video in the education section that's all about all about credit card purchases. Just saying, it's a big deal. I have not heard of that. And I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know what it is, and I don't answer questions that don't come with some modicum of research. What's the coin market cap ranking? What's its market cap? What space is it in? What other project does it compare to? Right? I need to see that you've done a modicum of research on something before I even think about talking about a coin. Yeah, that's right. Not everybody has two-factor authentication activated, but I'm saying there are accounts with it activated that are still getting hacked. Imagine that. Yeah, and people do things all the time. Then you've got stolen credit cards. Store owner doesn't know it's a stolen credit card. It's a stolen credit card. They ask you for ID. Boom, 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 boom. You buy whatever it is. You get skedaddle out of there. Next thing you know, now this guy or this store is out of money. That's not cool. It's not cool. So yeah, now they're out of money and they're out of product. Because the person whose credit card was stolen is going to claw back that money and they're out that product. So they get hit. And guess what? That store owner might get hit twice. Once for a bad credit card transaction. It's possible. Sometimes they don't. And then they lose the actual product. I know a liquor store, they had a 1,400 bottle of liquor stolen with a credit card transaction like that. So you could be legit. There are people that have legit buys and they still want to dispute. Let's suppose an honest person says, I really didn't like the product. I'm bringing it back. Cool. They take it back. Store owner takes a hit on that product because most likely they can't sell that product as brand new. It's been used. Right? That's one. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into that. It's not fun. It's not easy. It's not a cute thing. Then we've got industry figures predict the decline of meme coins. Really? It's because of Libra. I've been saying that there's going to be a decline in meme coins anyway. You want to know what I think is actually going to wind up coming back? I think gaming is going to come back. Here's the thing though. I don't think gaming really truly left. I think gaming just took a back seat to all that meme coin craze. I think NFTs took a back seat to all that meme coin craze. But when you look at NFTs have an actual, use case. They have a few actual use cases, right? And so I sit back and I just go, ooh, that's interesting. That's very interesting, right? So I think NFT is going to wind up coming back. I think gaming is going to wind up coming back. And I'm talking about people that like to play games that aren't doing, click to play or pay to whatever. Just like playing games. That's what's going to allow gaming, Web3 gaming to actually boom. And I think that's what you're going to wind up seeing very shortly. Very shortly. What else do we have? We've got 1,573 institutions that are actually holding Bitcoin ETFs. Even better, that number is not even about just holding Bitcoin. I'm sorry, it is just about holding Bitcoin. Just 1,573 institutions hold Bitcoin based on their SEC filings. When you're looking at news, when I tell you to do your own research, know your entries and exits, and invest absolutely invest deliberately. When I say that, what I mean is that you can read documents like the 10K, quarterly reports directly from companies that tell you this is what we did. Factually, this is what we did. These are our numbers. That's what you get every quarter. What everybody else is doing before the lead up to that is they're guessing as to what's going on, right? Monetarily, how much money did you make? How much money did you lose? What kind of deals did you make? Did that deal actually go through? That's when you find out. And that's with publicly traded companies. Privately traded companies or private companies don't have to go through all that. Just saying. Emerging economies lead digital payments and digital currency adoption. Nobody should be shocked. Nobody should be shocked. The fact is that when you look at those countries, what's really going on? Well, they don't have a strong fiat anymore. Without a strong fiat, what happens? Exactly. You try to find something else to move to that makes it better for you. That's what's happening. And that's why they're picking up quickly. If you've got a strong economy and a strong fiat, you're going to try to squash crypto. Look at all the countries that tried to squash crypto, and now they're going, oh, well, we need, stablecoin regulation. Oh, well, we need a CBDC. But even that's dying down, right? All that yap about CBDCs is dying down. The backdoor way for these countries to have a CBDC and exert control, stablecoins. It's going to be stablecoins. So I'm going to be looking at stablecoin regulation around the world in a major way. What hoops do they have to jump through? What kind of backdoor controls have to be in place? All that. All of that. What are the rules and regulations for a government coming in and saying, we want to claw that back? That's right. Chainalysis I announced it last night. Chainalysis has a new product out there for law enforcement where they'd be able to do just that. Trace and claw back digital assets. How? And what's the documentation to say, okay, this is official. Yes, you can go do that. You can use our tool to go do that. It sounds kind of scary. Just saying, sounds kind of scary. Bitcoin CEO predicts new bear market. And it's not a Bitcoin CEO, it's CEO of CryptoQuant. It's an industry CEO. And he's saying that there's not going to be a bear market in 2025. I beg to differ. I think that there are going to be issues in 2025. Maybe not for crypto, but economically around the world, I think there are going to be issues. There's a lot of tumultuous times going on right now. We've got tariff wars going on. We've got different countries just kind of battling it out to see who's going to win, negotiations and everything. But threats are being made. Once that gets ironed out, maybe everything gets to a point where everything is good. But every time tumultuous activity happens over here with that, I think more people are going to go toward crypto. Because it's a matter of trust. How can I protect my value? I mean, right now, companies, for instance, companies want you to go back to the office, right? For you to go back to the office, there have been reports out there that say it's about 8%. You're taking an 8% pay cut to go back to the office because you have to pay for all that. Clothes, travel, all that stuff, back to the office. Great, so you're taking a pay cut there. Then when you look at inflation, when your dollar or your fiat doesn't go far enough to go buy something, right? Then thank you for that, Turtle Bitcoin. Then when you start thinking about that, you start to realize, holy moly, that's not cool. Holy moly, that's not cool, right? Because what's really going on is your value. You go to work, you get paid X amount of money. That money doesn't go further. Your value is decreased. That's what inflation is. It is the decreasing of your value. You go put hard work in, they pay you the same amount of money, and your raise does not keep up with inflation, these companies are like, oh, you got a 3% raise. Yoo-hoo. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, that's not keeping up with inflation. My value hurts. Now, if companies would actually give you a raise, right? Or make sure that, and I wouldn't even call it a raise. I would call it just, we want your salary to keep up with inflation so your value doesn't decrease. Whatever amount of money I need to buy the same amount of groceries is what I need. That's my value. I work to eat. I don't eat to come back to work. So that's the whole point of that. And I sit back and I just go, people have got to find ways to increase their value in times like this. What are they going to do? People are getting laid off, losing their jobs. What are they going to do? They're going to start their own little businesses, or they're going to take their side hustles and try to make them into full-blown companies. That's what's going to happen. And where are they going to go for that? Oh, they're going to go to e-commerce. When they go to e-commerce, what are they going to want to do? Oh, I want to do crypto. Because I don't have a big business behind me. I don't have a big accounting firm behind me that can handle all these callbacks and refunds and everything else. I want to collect my money with crypto. I think that's going to be a trend. Even my company, we host websites. We host e-commerce websites. You can purchase in crypto, you can purchase in credit cards, and you can purchase with PayPal. That's all you need. I think you actually might even start seeing stores at the register being able to say, oh, that coin moves really fast. We're going to accept these coins. Just walk on over and boop, boop. And everybody will see a transaction. When I ring it up on the register, you'll get a special QR code just for you. And you go, boop, boop, done. Let's rock. I'm just saying, there are ways that we can do this. Top of the morning, Hutanic. So yeah, you start to realize there are things that we can do to make things better. And that's all we're looking for, is to make things better for ourselves. And I think in this country, the United States, small businesses built this country. And I think we're about to see a renaissance in that. And that actually gives me hope. What other news do we have? Startups integrate Bitcoin for growth and efficiency. We're not talking about, I'm just buying Bitcoin and putting it into my reserves. We're talking about integration of blockchain technology, actually using it to your advantage. So you've got different kinds of technologies that can help a small business, right? You've got blockchain technology, which is crypto. You've got automation, and you have artificial intelligence. If you can actually take the time to sit back and think about how your company works, right? And say, these are the technologies that'll help us work better, you're going to move more efficiently than your competitors. That's the point. That's really the point. That's really where that's going. Every now and then, you really should take a step back. You guys all know I'm a consultant. I own a consultancy. This is what we do. That's actually how we built our web hosting firm. It was all because of consulting. You can take a step back and you can understand how that works. It's mad cool. Mad cool. And this is what I mean by, you're going to start to see new businesses pop up because there are new technologies out there that make it easier for these businesses to get going. Just saying, there's a lot. There's a lot. What else do we have going on? We've got Avenir Group becomes Asia's largest Bitcoin ETF holder. Wow. They hold almost $600 million in Bitcoin ETFs. This company, Avenir, Avenir, Avenir Group. That's actually a very big deal. Most people won't stop to think about this. Asia is a huge, in terms of geography, Asia is huge when it comes to crypto. Huge when it comes to crypto. So that's a major move. All these things that are going on in the United States wants to be number one in everything. Asia is huge. I'm talking about from adoption to investment. Asia is huge when it comes to new technologies. We should be paying attention to how they do things, how they move, why they move. They don't talk a lot. They do a lot. Pay heed to that. U.S. Bitcoin mining generates $4 billion and 31,000 jobs. That was the study that was done. I think that was for last year. Let's see. A study by Perryman Group shows BTC mining contributed $4 billion in revenue and 31,000 jobs in the United States, with Texas leading mining operations and concerns rising over energy consumption and regulatory scrutiny. Here's the deal, though. You have companies like Riot Platforms that went out, I announced it this week, went out and bought a wind farm. They're now in the energy business. They're taking a lot of that money and they're saying, oh, we can help out with this. Boom. They're now in the energy business. So not just to power their operations, but they're putting that power back into the grid as well. It's another revenue stream. So you have Bitcoin mining, high performance computing, and artificial intelligence as being ways that these mining companies are diversifying their revenue streams. Tell me that's not an awesome idea. Tell me that is not awesome. So I'm just saying, there are things going on that people should be paying attention to, and that's one of them. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. Let's go do that. All right. So we've got, today is Thursday. We've got initial jobless claims, more Fed speak. We had the meeting minutes yesterday, did not rock the market because Powell, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. Powell has been on point. His speeches have not been rocking the markets the way they used to. People now understand how he speaks and what he means when he says certain things in certain ways. Did not rock the market. And I'm sitting back and I'm just going, wow, some normalcy. Tell me that's not refreshing. That's ultimately refreshing. You have more leading economic indicators. Not bad, but nothing big like yesterday. Tomorrow, what do we get? The flash U.S. Services PMI. Let's see, consumer sentiment. That's going to be interesting. That's a very interesting number. And existing home sales. That's going to be big. There's a report out right now that mortgage loans have dropped. The request for loans, for mortgages has dropped. That's big. That's not small. Fear and greed index is at 49. We're at 44 yesterday. So we're back in neutral territory. Not bad. Right? DeFi Llama, we're up to $117.474 billion in total value locked. Down a little bit. Not a big deal. As long as we're over 110, 115, I'm happy when we're over 115. I'm not elated. I'm just happy. Right? We really need to be at that 150, 200 level, and it's going to take us some time to get there. Just saying. Then you look at this and you sit back and you say, yeah, we are absolutely moving sideways. We're on an uptick right now, but we're still basically moving laterally between my pink band right here, which is 93,434, 93,434 by 99,655. This is Bitcoin. We're still moving laterally. We need to consolidate here so we can blow through here. We were getting there, right? We were starting to build up. But what happened here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Tariff announcements and crashed and tanked everything. We popped back up, but what happened? We stayed right here. Based on these lows, we stayed right here. And then we just moved sideways from there. That's it. So now we're moving sideways, kind of consolidating, recovering, taking a breather. Then you'll start to see things start to pop up. We've got, I think throughout the end of the year, we've got news that could drop that could really move the markets in a positive fashion. You've got the Ripple case going away. You have Ripple that would go IPO. You've got different ETFs that would come to fruition, come to life. Because remember, Gary Gensler would take the full 240 days. At every step, if he was allowed X amount of time, he would absolutely use that time to kick the can down the road. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new process. Not even a new process. The process is there, but they don't have to wait that time. If they've crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's, approved. Watch. Just watch and pay attention. You're going to see the timelines for ETFs drop when it comes to crypto. Mark my words, they're going to drop. Then what do we have? Looking at the big board, oh, I hate these ads. I'm going to go back to the other one. because I don't have an ad thing in here that kills the ads. I don't have anything on here right now, so yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Just trying out Firefox browser for a little bit, see how that works out. But when I'm looking at the big board, I'm kind of like, there are opportunities here. Celestia is up big, but look at XRP, back at 268. Ethereum at 2,700. Link is down at 18. It's below 20. I'm just saying, Aave is a good price. I look at all these big numbers. I'm kind of like, yeah, there are some things over here. Cardano is under 80 cents. There are some opportunities here for me to make money. There really are some opportunities here for me to make money. And then I want to drill down. So I first take a look at, okay, here are my numbers. What's the year to date? Yesterday, Bitcoin's year to date was at like 3%. I don't think anybody's paying attention, but this has gone up, and as well as this is going up. Ethereum's catching up, and nobody's paying attention. It was at 19%, year to date. It was down 19%, almost 20 the other day. And now you're at 17.6, 17.7. Okay. Who's been going up on a regular basis? XRP. Just doing this thing, just la 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 la, moving along. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Right? Scroll down, and who's the next big puppy that's moving? Yeah, Stellar's moving. That's nice. XLM. I like XLM. Let's not get it twisted. Doing as well as Bitcoin? Okay, whatever. Here's Litecoin. And people aren't paying attention when I actually say Litecoin is one of the biggest sleepers out there. It's ranked number 15. It's ranked number 15 with a $9 billion freaking market cap, almost $10 billion market cap. Here's something to pay attention to. Check this out. And I was saying this yesterday. So 9.8 billion right there, down to 8.9 billion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot. Just a little bit further, and you've got Hyperliquid at number 20. I'm just saying, there is a tight, and even if you look a little bit up, look at this. There's a tight space. There's a very tight space. Look at this. It's insane. So from number 12 to number 20, that's a tight space of coins. No big differences, no big bandwidth between them. And then you start going up, and you see a huge jump between this one. The next one is actually Tron at number 10. And then you have Cardano at 27. And then from there, it's another big jump to 37. But are you seeing the distance between Cardano and Doge dwindle? Yes, $10 billion is a lot of money. Yes, I get it. That's another chain link. It's another Stellar. Got it. But Cardano is moving. Cardano is moving. And I think, just like I said before, once Doge is going to go up because the market is going up. That's honestly what I believe. It's going to go up because the market is going up. But once that's done, it doesn't have any actual value. It doesn't bring anything to the table. Chainlink does. Cardano does. Once it falls below them, who's on their heels? Once Doge comes down, Cardano, Chainlink, Stellar, Sui, Avalanche. You just go into a whole slew of coins that all have a lot going on and have more positive news going on. Momentum's going to be behind them to move up, and momentum's going to be behind Doge to drop. Will Doge make money from here? Yes. But that doesn't mean that in the rankings it won't drop. Just saying. Just things for you to pay attention to. Then when I look at the crypto tracker, of course, I'm not logged in. That's just awesome. That's just awesome. All right. So I want to take a look at the losers first. And where do my losers drop? Right there, my 5% rule. So BitGet token down 5.31% with a GMBX factor of 0.84. Yeah, BitGet's going to be fine. Pancake Swap down 5.32% with a GMBX factor of 7.09. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Floki down 5.43%, but GMBX factor of 2.64. I think Floki's going to make it. I really do think Floki's going to make it. Looking at Dog, yeah, I don't think so. I just don't see it. It's down 12%. It's got a GMBX factor of 2.52. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Right? And I'm holding a little bit of Floki. I'm holding a little bit of Floki because my son told me to. That's just the way it is. Who's yapping right now? All right, that's it. Cardano actually has a lot of pent up energy. I'm never going to use that term. I don't like it. I've been using pent up energy for years, so I'm sticking with it. That was for Hutanic. When I look at Cardano brings a lot to the table. But I think what you need to do is you need to go look at all of the coins that are in that space. All those coins that I listed from 12 to 20, all of those projects are doing some serious work. Some serious work. The only reason why Tron is there, Tron is a transaction token. There are transactions happening on Tron, period. You cannot discount that. But all of those other coins are just nipping at the heels. Cardano, I think, is going to explode. Wow. That's why I just keep adding to that bag. Cardano's going to wind up being a part of the connective tissue. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, smash the likes, join the community, and actuality, if you can, go over to growmybag.tv/sign-up and become a bagger or big bagger. Did you know that we have a monthly video conference call between all of the big baggers where we exchange notes, ideas, thoughts, processes, tips, and tricks? Only between big baggers. Did you know that we have a list of coins that we actually watch? And we debate about coins all the time. That's why you see a lot of private conversations going on in front of you, because they're just continuing their conversations. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And most of all, thank you for your trust.